Okay guys, nagbabalik for sample problem number 2 under the moment of inertia. So we have the sample problem number 2 na tayo. So sabi, determine the moment of inertia of the area shown in the figure with respect to the centroidal axis. Okay guys, so in this case, sige, wala tayong binigay guys na ano tawag dito? Wala tayong binigay na mga reference axis para ma-identify natin yung location ng centroid. So technically, pwede tayong mag-assume dyan. So lagay na lang siguro natin dito sa gilid. Teka lang, dito natin simulan. Lagay na lang siguro natin dito sa gilid. And then dito sa pinakababa, yung ating x and y axis. Okay? Pagpalagay natin na nandyan. Okay, now. Okay? So technically, pwede nating hatiin yung area natin into 3. Okay, so ibig sabihin pwede nating hatiin ito diyan, tama? And then hatiin natin ito. Okay? So bali tatlo lang yung area natin ngayon. Okay? So by the way, this is our reference y, this is our reference x. Now, pwede nating hatiin sa tatlo tulad ng sabi ko. So therefore we have shape ngayon. So we have 1, we have 2, and then 3. So wait lang dahil wala pa palang pangalan. Siguro pangalanan natin to as our shape 1, our shape 2, and lastly our shape diyan ko na nalagay. Okay, now, okay, so basically okay na tayo dyan. So kunin lang natin ngayon yung area. So di ba medyo madali lang na may area na to kasi kung mapansin nyo puro lang siya rectangular cross section. So this is for the area. For the area 1, technically for the area 1, ang area na kukunin natin dito is yung area na to. Okay, yung area na yan. So, basically, that's 6 times 1 or 6 na lang. So, lagay ko 6 na lang. Okay, now, for area 2, kung papansin nyo, this length over dito, yung here, is 12. And then, may thickness siya na 1. So, technically, that's 12 times 1. So, let's say this is 12 na lang. And then, eto naman, wait lang. Ano ba yan? Okay, and then for the last one, ito naman. Okay, yan na may area na kukumpute natin yun. So technically, that's also 12 times 1. So this is 12 lang din. Okay, now, ang next na kailangan natin gawin is to determine the xi muna. Okay, sige, sa xi muna tayo. Xi, again, positive kapag nasa kanan ng y, negative kapag nasa kaliwa ng y. So in this case, guys, okay, so in this case, kung meron tayong 6 dito sa gitna at 12 itong buo na to, diba 12 yan hanggang dito, ayan, tapatan natin yan. Okay, therefore, magkakaroon ka siguro dito ng 3, tama ba? Ng 3, tapos ng 3 din dito. Kasi 3 plus 6 is 9 plus 3 equal to 12. Okay, so ibig sabihin, malolocate na natin yung distance neto from the y-axis. So technically, that's 3 tapos kalahati ng 6. Okay, so that's 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, di ba? So ibig sabihin 6. Yan. Next for this one naman, okay, eto sa gitna natin na yan. Hindi ba guys, yan naman ay nasa 6 lang din. Tama ba? Nasa 6 lang din siya, nasa gitna lang siya from y. So technically, this is also 6. Next is yun namang 12. Okay, nasa gitna lang din to. Andyan yan, yung 12 na may 12 the base, nandyan lang din yan, di ba, sa gitna. So technically, from y-axis, that's also 6. Okay? So next, we have AXI. Okay? Yung AXI, pag multiply lang natin, 6 times 6 equal to 36. 6 times 12 equal to 72. And dalawang 72. Mamaya natin total. Kunin muna natin si yi. Ngayon si yi is naka-reference tayo dito sa may reference x-axis natin na to. So, ibig sabihin, yan tayo magsisimula ng bilang. Pag bibilangin natin guys, eto, for example, etong portion na to, bibilangan natin hanggang dito sa may reference x natin. Di ba? 1, tama. And then, paplasan natin ng 12, tama. Tapos, kalahati nito ngayon. Wait lang. Kalahati lang yan. So, technically, that's 1 plus 12 plus kalahati ng 1 para sa area 1. So 1 plus 12 is 13, tapos kalahati ng 1 is this is 13.5. Di ba? Tama ba? Yun guys yung vertical distance niya from the x-axis. Next thing naman is if eto na may hahanapin natin, the area 2, if mula dito hahanapin natin dyan yan, okay? Di ba that's 1 plus kalahati naman ng 12. So, ibig sabihin, 1 ka muna dyan, tapos kalahati ka lang ng 12. So, ibig sabihin, that's 1 plus, ano ba kalahati ng 12? 1 plus 6 equal to 7. Okay? And then for the last one, we have etong isa na to. If mula dito lang yung kukumputin natin, ayan lang, hanggang dyan, di ba kalahati lang ng 1 yan? So technically, that's 0.5. Okay, this is 0.5. Okay, so and then kunin natin si AYI ngayon. So 6 times 13.5, 6 times 13.5, that's equal to 81. Okay, next is we have 12 times 7, we have 84. And we have 12 times 0.5, that's equal to 6, of course. Okay, and then kunin natin yung total area. For the total area, we have 6 plus 12 plus 12. This is equal to 30. And then for the AXI naman, the sum ng AXI, this is 36 plus 72 plus 72. This is equal to 180. And then of course, for AYI, we have 81 plus 84 plus 6. We have 171. So in this case guys, tama ba? 30 ba to? Yes. Yeah, 30. So, ibig sabihin, makukuha natin si X bar and then si Y bar. For X bar, di ba this is simply equal to AXI over the total area. Ito naman is AYI over the total area. So, ang AXI natin is simply equal to 180 over 30. This is equal to 180 divided by 30. This is equal to 6. Okay? Ibig sabihin, located daw yung total natin along this axis. Ibig sabihin, eto binigay na pala. Tama din naman yung binigay sa atin dyan. Ibig sabihin, yung centroidal axis natin is naglalay at the center. Hindi ko nagitnaan sorry. Okay, maglalay daw yan at the center. Ibig sabihin, eto ngayon yung ating y, which is given naman, sinabi, ayun, pinakita na pala. For xo naman guys, okay, this is equal to 171 over 30. So, this is equal to 171 divided by 30. This is equal to 5.7 naman. So, this is equal to 5.7. So, kung magbibilang ka ng 5.7, binigay na rin pala sa atin dyan, inassume nakalagay dyan, siguro ayan yung 5.7 from dito. So, this is 5.7. Okay, this is, ayan yung 5.7 natin. That's our XO. Okay, ayan, binigay naman na sa atin. That's our XO. So, this is our centroid ngayon. Ayan ngayon yung ating centroid. Okay? Now, siguro para hindi kayo malito, tatanggalin na natin tong reference axis natin. Again, pinangkuha lang natin yan ng location kung nasaan ba yung ating ano tawag dito? Yung ating mga centroidal axis, okay? Okay. So now, okay na. Now, okay. Ang gagawin natin is kukunin na natin ngayon yung IX natin tsaka yung IY. Yung IX natin, 'di ba, this is equal to the so summation ng IX natin is equal to IX1 plus IX2 plus IX3. Tama? Tama ba? And then, for Ix natin, always remember that Ix is equal to Ixo, or the individual moment of inertia, plus the area y bar minus yn square. Okay? So, kung nagkakaunawaan tayo dyan. So, unahin natin si Ix1. Okay? Si Ix1, guys, si Ix1 natin, ang Ixo niya is, ito yun, ito yun si Ix1 natin. Ito yung first, natin, ito lang, para mas maganda. Ayan. Ito guys yung, mali. Ayan. Ito guys yung una nating shape, di ba? Ang base niya ay 6, ang height niya is, is 1. Diba? Pag kumuha tayo ng moment of inertia ng rectangle na Ix, di ba that is BH cube over 12. So, ibig sabihin, ang base niya is 6. ang height niya is 1 over 12. And again, tingin dito sa may table natin, ang area niya is 6. Tama. So, ibig sabihin, plus area na 6 multiplied by ano yung y bar. Ang y bar natin is 5.7. So, technically, that's 5.7 minus ano yung yn niya. Ang yn niya is this 1, the 13.5. Tama. So, minus 13.5 square. So, that's equal to, okay, so we have 6, 1 cube, 6, 1 cube over 12 plus 6, 5.7 minus 13.5 square. So, that's equal to 365.54. So, this is equal to 365.54. Okay, so that's inches raised to 4. Inches guys yun yung ano. Okay, so, teka lang, i-isolate ko lang para hindi super crowded. Okay, so baba ko lang yan dyan. Okay, now for the IX2 naman, ito naman yung rectangle na kukunin natin. So, etong nasa gitna na yan, that one, ito naman. Ang base naman niya is 1, ang height niya is 12. So, nakapa-vertical kasi siya. So, ibig sabihin, B h cube over 12 tayo. So, that's, ano yung base? We have 1, 12 cube over 12. So, plus, ilan yung area nun? Tingin sa table, we have 12 for that area. So, we have 12. Ano yung yn nun? Yn natin for that is 7. So, that's technically 7, y bar pala muna, 5.7 minus yn natin na 7 square. So, this is equal to, we have 1, 12 cube over 12 plus 12 na area, 5.7 minus 7 square. So, technically, this is equal to 164.28 inches raised to 4. And now, we're down for the last one. So, we have IX3. For IX3 natin, ang pinag-uusapan naman natin ngayon dyan is eto. Okay, ito naman pinag-uusapan natin ngayon dyan, the last one. Ang base na to is 12, ang height niya is 1. So, technically, BH cube over 12 is 12, 1 cube over 12 naman tayo. So, this is equal to 12, 1 cube over 12 plus, tingin sa table, ang area niyan is 12. So, plus 12. Y bar natin na 5.7 minus, okay, minus the yn. Ang yn nun guys is basically 0.5. Tama ba? 0.5. Yeah, that's 0.5. 0.5 square. So, this is equal to 0.5. So, now, we have 12 multiply by 1 cube over 12 plus the area na 12, 5.7 minus 0.5 square. So, this is equal to 325.48. So, this is equal to 325.48 inches raised to 4. So, technically, ayan na tayo guys. Pagka-plus-plusin lang natin yan, we have 365.54 plus 164.28 plus 325.48. So, this is equal to 855.3 inches cube. So, this is equal to 855.3 inches raised to 4. Sorry, not ano. So, this is equal to IX. So, ayan na ngayon yung final answer natin for IX. Ganun lang kasimple. Now, guys, for IY naman, hatiin ko lang to dito. Always remember that the summation of IY naman is simply equal to IY1 plus IY2 plus IY3. And always remember that IY is simply equal to IYO or the individual moment of inertia for each shape plus area x bar minus xn square. So in this case guys, for our IY1, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, okay, eto naman ulit tayo. So but this time guys, IY yung kino-compute natin, tuloy, sino yung kasama ko, di ba, natin. So, ibig sabihin, ang kailangan naman natin dyan, teka lang, maglagay lang ako ng different, ano. So, ito munang area natin kino-consider natin ulit, But in this case is Iy naman hinahanap natin. So technically, ang magbabaligtad yun, that's hb cube over 12. So technically, this is equal to, ang height natin is 1. Tama? So we have 1 cube over 12 plus, ano yung area natin? Tingin sa area. So we have 6 pa rin tayo sa area, tama? So plus 6. Kaso eto na, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, yung x bar nya, teka lang, palitan natin ng color. Ba't ayaw? Maximum na pala. So, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, ito na lang. Yung xi nya is 6. Okay? Yung x bar natin is 6. Tapos yung xi nya is 6 din. Square. So, technically, this is 0. Makawala na yung term na yan. So, ibig sabihin, ang makukuha na natin dyan is 1 6 cube over 12. That's equal to 18. For Iy2 naman, ganun lang din, mabaligtad lang din. Ito naman tayo. Okay, this is, itong shape naman na to, hb cube over 12 naman tayo dyan. Height naman yan is 12, ang base is 1. So, ibig sabihin, 12, 1 cube over 12. Plus, ano yung area po niyan? Ang area niyan ay still 12 pa rin. Uulitin natin, ang x bar natin ay 6. Ay, teka, area niya is 12. Wait lang. Parang ganoon na naman yung mangyayari. So, meron tayong area na 12. Yung x bar niya is 6. Yung xn niya is 6 lang din. Square. So, magsi-0 lang din yan. Ngayon, ayun na lang sa atin. So, we have 12. Actually, this is equal to 1. Kasi, 1 cube is 1 times 12 is 12. 12 divided 12 is equal to 1. Okay, for Iy3, this is equal to, ang height naman niya dito is 1, ang base niya is, ang height naman niya is 1, ang base niya is 12. So, hb cube tayo, so 1, base cube na 12, over 12. Plus, ang area niya is 12 pa rin, okay? Ito yung kanina. Ngayon, yung x bar niya is 6. 6 na naman to. So, makaka-cancel na naman. So, technically, that's 12. 6 minus 6 square is 0. That's equal to, ito hindi na 12. Ano yan? 1, 12 cube over 12. That's equal to 144. So, ibig sabihin, pagka-plus-plusin na natin yan, we have 18 plus 1 plus 144. This is simply equal to 163. So, that's our Iy. Okay. Inches raised to 4. Okay. So, yan na guys yung sagot natin for this problem. Okay. So, paki-browse lang tong first two problems natin, and kapag ka-elaborate na natin, magdadagdag pa ako ng sample problem. So, yun lang. So, that's for moment of inertia.